Salute, and welcome to my cult classic videos here. 30 years ago, back in the 90s, I was in my 30s, I had a family, and I had to work, and you know what I mean? Hey, I was just trying to survive. And the news came up with some Waco in Waco, and we really didn't understand it, and people making fun of this shit. Years later, I became a Seventh-day Adventist. I joined a religious cult. I became involved in a home church. I was sent away even to Wisconsin. That didn't work out, which didn't work out later. We'll leave it at that. And when I got access to a computer, I jumped down a rabbit hole. And I spent a year in this rabbit hole, and what I had found was just absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's just say that I've been kicked out of the Seventh-day Adventist Church because of some beliefs I picked up from this. One thing I've learned, that anybody that wants to join a cult thinks a cult's the answer. There is no such thing as one happy place, because there's always some asshole dictator. That's right. It could be a man. It could be a woman. There is some asshole dictator. They're going to ruin it. Now, the problem here is church and state. When the state becomes involved with the church. There are some things maybe going on here. Maybe some polygamy. Best way to grow a church. But anyhow, next couple minutes, let's see what media has to say and what people have to say.
We have no one telling the world our side. Watching the lies that the federal agents are told is astounding. Before you judge us, make sure your own life is clean.
During the early stages of the negotiation, we were concerned about the welfare of everybody in there, so we asked them if they'd be willing to send out a videotape. And David kind of seized on the opportunity.
Roll the tape. Let's take a look.
David, anything you'd like to say? First of all, I'd like to thank the negotiators.
I'd like to share with you some of my family, and we just thought we'd kind of break the ice and allow people to see just exactly, what kind of people we have here.
He's been shot. He's got
my oldest son.
He's got a wound
his name is
in his left side in his abdomen.
Come sit over here, son.
Yeah. About right there, he got shot, and he's got a nice little wound.
7. Say hello to everybody.
Hi.
Wave at him. The camera right there.
Did Cyrus survive?
Nobody on this tape survived. Later in the tape, he actually brings out...
Look at his eyes.
...the daughter that he, David, had with Steve Schneider's wife.
What do you call it when the federal government murders?
And we were all just
murders children.
Taken back. Finally registered the magnitude of how much control this guy exerted over those people.
There was some criticism that this video was not made public at the time, and the notion is among critics that the FBI didn't want people
Hell,
to
God,
see
no, they didn't want you to see this back then. I never saw it till years later, till I joined a religious cult.
First of all, we don't conduct our investigation in the media. So if there was a delay at releasing the tapes, that probably was because of the ongoing...
Look at him. Look at his eyes.
ATF, you boys are wrong.
Ain't that a bullet hole right there in that fucking room? Look at that.
The kids or women are involved. Damn you, I tell you what, you keep your damn gun in your holster. You got to argue with me. You catch me on the side of the road somewhere and you come and argue with me. You come pointing guns in the direction of my wives and my kids, I'll meet you at the door any time. And I'm sorry some of you guys got shot. But,
ain't that another fucking bullet hole? Jesus Christ, you know what? I've seen this. I never ever noticed the bullet holes in the wall. Something to think about here. Look at this man's face. They killed him. They killed this motherfucker. He died for his faith. He died for what he believed in. There wasn't no coming outside, man. Oh, shit. Life imprisonment? Where? You'd be roommates with El Chapo. Yeah, this guy would have no future. He wasn't going to come out. And they used tanks and armored vehicles and attack these people. The truth lies within you. The truth is in you. What you want to believe, what's true and what's not. The media or the,
How many lives do you have?
One.
One what?
One wife.
Have you
I've
committed?
always had Have I committed adultery? Is what you fixing that house?
Have you committed adultery?
No, I don't commit adultery.
You telling me the truth?
I'm telling you the truth.
Have you beaten children?
No, I do not beat children.
You spanked them?
Yes, I spank children.
Oh my God, that's called child abuse today.
My daddy, you know what he used to do to me when I used to act up, when I had a bad report card? Can you imagine? We got our tails womped. Having my tail womped, I told myself as a young man, when I grow up, I'm going to do it different. And I do it different. He says that I spanked him. Whoa. Whoa. You better ask her again who spanked him till his bottom bled.
I think the girl's name was Aisha.
Yeah, was her parents there? Her parents were there.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't do it.
You have guns?
Yeah, we have some.
Well, can we see that? Is that okay?
Well, I guess if you want. You know. Now, you know what the public thinks about guns. You know in this country right now, legislation is to ban all guns. Right? And it makes nobody's business whether we have a gun or not at this place.
Look how far society's gone since 1993 to 2003. Guns.
We have freedom. Not freedom for religion, not freedom for state, but freedom for all. You see? And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You know, it's bringing up guns in a situation like this is something that can be, you know how people think. You know, y'all don't have guns in Australia. A lot of people say, he's got guns, that makes him bad, that makes him a cult. You know? It's just a raw deal in this touchy subject we're dealing with.
Would you use a gun if somebody came in here?
They come in here with a gun, and they start shooting it up.
Most of these people are dead.
Tell me.
Burned up in that fire. They didn't start the fire.
This is not where
they did not start the fire.
Takes away their weapons so that the people cannot argue any issues.
You want to believe what...
This tape contains the last recorded words of David Koresh. It's taken from telephone conversations between David...
You believe what you want to believe. Watch the testimonies that they had in that bullshit in Congress. Most of the members said that fire was introduced into the compound. Again, the truth lies within you, and really after 30 years, this hasn't gone away with some people. Generation Zero don't know about it, but some of us old people do. Religious liberty. Think on it and what's happening today in 2023.